Alrighty here. So, this is what I was building, which is a press. Now, this piece right here, I had to make again. Luckily, I just used the other half of this 2x4, so it's almost the perfect length anyways. So I was following the instructions, and the holes I drilled were just slightly too small. What I mean by slightly too small is let's see here, the distance from here to here was wrong. Now, when I first put this together, everything was semi-perfect. The reason why I didn't show the film is because this piece right here I actually put on upside down. And of course, the 2x4s I put on after the fact. So now I just remeasured 10 times to make sure everything was perfect post build to get the holes lined up. Now this is a press. Of course, here's the handle part. You notice there's two holes right here. I did one hole right here. If you look on the other side, there's another hole right here. The metal piece was actually digging into the 2x4, so I had to make some modifications, kind of deviate from the plan. So if you're building this yourself, I'd recommend this hole and this hole be done during post build. What I mean by post build is you assemble everything before you attach this piece and this piece together, kind of line up the material. Now I just use metal just because why not? So, and then I also drilled this hole just in case. I don't know if there's any tension difference or pressure differences. I don't have any way to test it. So with that being said, I'm going to show the other side. Okay, so this is the other side right here. As you can see, the other hole right here. Like I said, you can see the hole right here. Wasn't too sure if it was needed. I think it was needed. I think it was still riding too hard on this side right here. I tried putting washers on the top, and it was still digging into the 2x4. Now the only thing I've actually done other than assemble is put linseed oil. Now if you're going to be using linseed oil, it does take a couple of days to dry. It has about roughly 2 coats on it, minus the back piece, because that's when I put it together. I realized these holes didn't exactly align. So the only thing left for me to do is to build a mold, because I'm currently got some paper, coffee grinds, and sawdust soaking in the kitchen, and water to make briquettes. And there's really no reason for me to build it other than for the sake of building it and experimenting, because this is all about experimentation. That's really what most of my building hobbies is seeing something cool online, or think of something online, or not even online, just in my head, and building it. Flattens cans. Alright, so now I got 4 pieces roughly the same size. I measured the 4x4, which is kind of a 3.5 by 3.5. So now I gotta make this square-ish. You know, sometimes with woodworking, it's more of the ish side than there's anything. As long as it's functional, that's really all I care about. So I cut 4 of these blocks. Now I gotta make the tube, and that's what I'm gonna be doing now. Now I just gotta do that 3 more times, and hopefully the 4x4 will go in there. Alright, so I just got something knocked up. Make sure this was still loose. As you can see, it mostly goes through. It's just a box. Nothing too special. Now I just gotta make a bottom for it. And I got some ideas. So Here's where all the pressure is going to hopefully go to make my briquettes. Now I just got to make a base. And I'll be back. Alright, so I made a base for it. Kind of in the... still in the planning stage. It's just how my thought process works. The base is right here. Now, I got to be kind of careful. I got to put this, screw this on to here, and you'll see why. Alright, so I got everything screwed. Now I got this piece right here. Now I need to move on to the next step. So I'll be back with the next step. Any guesses on what I'm doing? Alright, hopefully you guessed that I was making a platform. That goes right here. And this will go right here. Smashy, smashy. Wait, you can't see that. So, smashy, smashy. And Bob's your uncle, and I might have a brisket. So, time for another can test. So, poof. There we go. This might not actually work. Now that I'm thinking about it, probably won't work. Mainly because certain conditions. Let's see if I can't get this to work. Kind of works. Oh. Wonder if I need to make more of these at different lengths. Let's see here. I think I might got something. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. So let's see here. There we go. There's another 2x4. I need to find a way to lock this in place. Not exactly sure how I want to do that. About like so. There we go. Let's see here. Can this come out? Yes, it can. Now let's see if this will go in. now we'll go in. Awesome. There we go. And we got a crushed can. And this is what it looks like. Now, not exactly what I was expecting, but this is what I'm doing the test. So now we got the mold. Now we just gotta wait until tomorrow. That's when my my pulp or my slop or whatever you want to call it should be ready. But unfortunately, I have to wait. You don't. Alrighty here, so I got something that looks like a bucket full of drinking way too much. So this has sawdust, coffee grinds, and paper. Mostly sawdust. And I just pretty much took the paint stirrer, gave it a little blend. Now this has been soaking since roughly Friday night. Is where the paper started soaking. Saturday I added the wood dust and whatever coffee grinds I did for the week. So this is what I'm going to be making briquettes out of. I'm only going to make one in the garage just because it's probably going to be a little messy. I'm probably going to do the rest outside, but for filming purposes, I am going to do this inside my garage just because the lighting's a little bit better. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more prep work, and I'm going to fill up the mold and we'll get pressing and see what it looks like. Alright, so what I'm using is this little bucket right here. Little handy pail. I don't know what the size is. It was only like $2 from Harbor Freight or Freight. It's just a little handy pail that I'm just going to use. It was like $2, so not much of an investment, but still. Alright, as I assemble my little work area, this is the base. Let's see here, I did mark something. Let's see here if I can find it. There we go. There we go. So we got this right here. We had this smaller pail of lovely goop, glop, pulp, whatever you want to call it. Reminds me of someone drinking too much. Now this is the first one I ever made, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. As you can see, the liquid's oozing out. But this is all one big experiment. Here we go. And the whole process is to remove as much liquid as possible to get something a lot more solid than what it is now. Alright. Alright. Let's give it a little bit go. Move this back up to here. Yeah, that's about right. And just as simple as that right there. I'm also noticing where the water's going, but that's not important right now. Went ahead and made this smaller piece. It's about the same size as the one that's in there. Alright. Don't know if that's going to be good or not. We'll go ahead and move this back out. Oh man, this is stuck in there pretty good. I think it's pretty much good to go, so I'm going to do my patent, not really patent. Yeah, this is what it looks like on the bottom. Nice and solid, what it appears to be. Let's see. Oh, nice. Nice little briquette, came right out. So, my first brisket. Now we're just gonna let this sit out to dry for a couple of weeks. I mean, not too bad for an experiment. So, now I'm gonna take this outside and make several more. Alright, so I made a whole bucket's worth of briquettes. Now it's just a waiting game. Not all of them came out perfect, but you know, it's all about experimentation. As you can see, right there, it's starting to come undone. That could be something in the material, who knows. But they're going to dry here for a couple of weeks to a month. Hopefully it doesn't rain. And that's pretty much it. Now, here is the mold. Now, here are all the pieces. I think it's starting to come a little undone. So, I need to find a different medium. As you can see, this is starting to separate. So, either I need to find another medium, or find a way to reinforce that, or use a different joint. Anyways, that'll be it for part 2 and hopefully final video.